Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 8. Today we are gonna present our presentation about explanation text. Before we start this presentation, let us to introduce ourselves. My name Muhammad Yusuf Rendria, attendance number 28.
My name is Engineer Dian Pasha, attendance number 7.
My name is Caroline Angel, attendance number 10.
My name is Empari Putama Putra, attendance number 18.
First, what is explanation text? Explanation texts are pieces of writing that explain something. They might tell you how or why something happens, or give information on how to do something. Some examples are information books or leaflet receipts.
Structure explanation text. First, general statement. Use paragraph or statement that explain how or why something happened. Write down connections such as cause and effect or temporal sequence. 2. Explanation. Provide an introduction to topics such as explanation about general information. 3. Closing. Contains a strong closing paragraph or sentence stating the general statement and explanation beforehand.
Characteristic of explanation text. First, because this type of writing discuss about facts, the tense used is the simple present tense. Second, using noun phrases, using technical terms. Third, writing in this type of text uses passive voice, which aims to emphasize the focus on the events that took place rather than the subject. Fourth, using chronological conjunctions such as next, first, then, to begin with, and the others. 5. Use of action verbs, which are verbs used to describe the action that is taking place. For example, do, make, create, and so on. Example, Batik Pekalongan. General statement. The existence of batik in Pekalongan expected since 1800. In fact, according to data recorded at Ministry, there are batik motifs that have been made in 1802 as a small tree motif in the form of clothing material. Explanation. However, the development of batik is expected to occur after a major war in 1825 until 1830 in the Kingdom of Mataram, or often called the Diponegoro War or Java War. With the onset of the war, the royal family and his followers are leaving the kingdom. They spread to the east and the west, and in that area they begin to develop batik. Eastern region, Solo and Yogyakarta batik enhanced existing in Mojokerto and Tulungagung, spread to Gresik, Surabaya, and Madura. Whereas Western region, batik develops in Banyumas, Kebumen, Tegal, Cirebon, and Pekalongan. The migration makes batik in Pekalongan growing.
In Pekalongan, batik spread around the beach, which is in Pekalongan City, Buaran, Pukajangan, and Wonopringgo. Pekalongan public encounter with the various nations such as China, Dutch, Arabic, Indian, Malay, and Japanese in ancient times have influenced the dynamic of the motif and colors of batik art system that became known as the identity of Pekalongan. The motifs are jelampang, which is a blend of Indian and Arab country. Batik Encim and Kelenganan influenced by the Chinese nation. Batik Belanda, batik pagi sore, and batik Hokokai has existed since the Japanese occupation. Batik Pekalongan become very distinctive because it relies entirely on hundreds of small business rather than on a handful of entrepreneurs who have capital. Even though most of Pekalongan batik production process is done at home. Closing. Batik is an art that is highly achieved, admired the world. None of that is as smooth as beautiful batik dan Pekalongan batik.
Question. Recycling is the collection, processing, and reuse of the materials that would otherwise be thrown away. Materials ranging from precious metals to broken glass, from old newspaper to plastic spoons, can be recycled. The recycling process reclaims the original material and use it in new product. In general, using recycled materials to make new products costs less and requires less energy than using new materials. Recycling can also reduce pollution either by reducing the demand for high pollution alternative or minimizing the pollution process during the manufacturing process. Paper products that can be recycled include cardboard containers, wrapping paper, and office paper. The most commonly recycled paper product is newsprint. In newspaper recycling, all newspapers are collect and search for contaminants such as plastic bag and aluminum foil. The paper goes to a processing plant where it is mixed with hot water and turned into pulp in a machine that works much like a big kitchen blender. The pulp is screened and filtered to remove smaller contaminants. The pulp then goes to a large vat where the ink separated from the paper fibers and floats to the surface. The ink is skimmed off, dried, and reused as ink or burned as boiler fuel. The cleaned pulp is mixed with new wood fibers to be made into paper again.
Experts estimate the average office worker generates about 5 kg of waste papers per month. Every ton of paper that is recycled saves about 1.5 meters, about 50 feet of landfill space. 1 ton of recycled paper saves 17 pulpwood trees. Trees used to produce paper. Well, next to the question number 1. The following things can be recycled except. The answer is B. Fresh vegetables and fruits. Number 2. Which of the following is not the benefit of recycling? The answer is A. It costs a lot of money for the process of recycling.
Next, a tsunami occurs when a major fault under the ocean floor suddenly slips. The displaced rock pushes the water above it like a giant paddle, producing powerful water wave at the ocean surface. The ocean wave spread out from the vicinity of the earthquake source and move across the ocean until they reach the coastline, where their height increases as they reach the continental shelf. The part of the earth crust that slope or rise from the ocean floor up to the land. A tsunami was ashore with often disastrous effects such as severe flooding, loss of life due to drowning, and damage to property. A tsunami is a very large sea wave that is generated by disturbance along the ocean floor. This disturbance can be an earthquake, a landslide, or a volcanic eruption. A tsunami is undetectable far out in the ocean, but once it reaches the shallow water, this fast traveling wave grows very large.
Question number 3. Tsunami happens because the answer is A. The displaced rock pushes water above it. Number 4. What are the impacts of tsunami? The answer is B. A tsunami was a storm with often disastrous effects such as flooding and loss of lives. Number 5. We understand from the text that tsunami, the answer is C. Makes unfortunate events.
Conclusion. The conclusion of an explanation text draws everything together and reinforces the key concepts. Visually, an explanation text will use a wide range of visual tools to reinforce their message. Example photographs, illustrations, diagrams, and in the digital publications, video too.
That's all from us today. Thank you for listening and goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.